Long time to see, Luigi. Well, hey, babe, bro. Fancy meeting you here. What a coinky-dink. Hey, what am I up to? Well, bro, I'm on an adventure. I have to rescue Princess Eclair of the Waffle Kingdom. Yeah, it's a bad scene, alright? She's been kidnapped by the evil Chestnut King. If you hadn't know, I met with some Waffle Kingdom cabinet members the other day. It was pretty intense, bro. Wanna hear what happened? It's a long story. Oh. I love when you shut that out. Well, you know, someone should actually make a game based on Luigi's adventures. Like, we already had Luigi's Mansion. There should be more games starring Luigi besides him catching ghosts. Like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. My big brother, that's you, bro, got a letter from Princess Peach and took off. Left behind as usual, I was cooking a snack when another letter arrived. We don't get so much mail, so I was thinking, huh? This is what the letter said. Sirs, my name is Crepe. I'm a cabinet minister in the far-off Waffle Kingdom. Our land has been tapped by the Chestnut King, who took out Princess Eclair. I ask and I beg for your assistance. The Waffle Kingdom needs your skills. I humbly request your prompt request, sir. Sincerely, Crepe. Well, I don't remember it exactly, but I think about something like that. With Mario, that's you, bro, gone, it fell to me to answer this plea. Hesitating only a teensy bit, I headed to the Waffle Kingdom to investigate. Oh no, first I wrote a note to myself about what I was cooking, then I left. Oh god, please don't tell me to burn the house down. Once I reached the Waffle Kingdom, I met Minister Crepe, who filled me in. The Chestnut King had kidnapped Princess Eclair and vanished. Apparently, though, some oracles said a marvelous compass could locate her. This marvelous compass had been broken into 7 parts by an ancient curse. And those parts have been scattered across the land. Can you believe it, bro? Each part of the marvelous compass was said to point to the next. And since one of the parts was embedded in the tiara worn by the princess, I surmised that once I collected all the parts, I'd find her. Smart, huh? The minister gave me the compass base spoken of in Waffler fables. When it activated, the entire ring lit right up, indicating the deep south. It was pointing me toward Rumpelbump Volcano on the Pudding Continent. So yeah, here I am. I'm sailing out of Rogueport for Rumpelbump Volcano. It's probably going to be pretty dangerous, but I gotta rescue that princess. As soon as my ship docked on the Pudding Continent, I set out for the volcano. To reach my destination, I spent several days fording through dense jungle. Scary beasts were all over. More than once I thought I was done for, bro. I may have screamed a bit to scare them off, you know, but as fate would have it. A blooper named Bluey heard me shrieking and found me in this one town. Bluey was on a journey of his own, but he joined me after hearing my tale. Now, Bluey's a madman. Back in his hometown, they call him White Torpedo. Yeah, he's a tough guy. Anyway, he helped me fight to Rumpelbump Volcano. This place was all about babbling lava pools, and heat that made the sun sweat. And the place was lousy with evil traps designed to protect the compass piece. Scariest ones of all was this gigantic 100-foot tall statue that sauntered around. Now, the weakness of this giant statue, bro, it was a red gem on its forehead. Now, I can jump high, but not high enough to reach this thing by a long shot. So I came with a plan for Bluey to hit the weak spot. How you, man, I said. I waited for my positive statue's moves and hucked Bluey up there. And bullseye, the White Torpedo saved the day. That sure got whacked. It was a critical hit, and that stone statue toppled and crumbled into pieces. Once I was done, it was an easy stroll to the room where the treasure was. Unfortunately, Princess Eclair was nowhere to be found. But I got another piece of the marvelous compass and put it in the base. And the compass was pointing west to the Plum Valley village on the Strudel continent. So I set sail once again and came back here to Rogueport to recharge. That's what happened to me lately. I'll be heading back out soon. Once we made landfall on the Strudel continent, we made for Plum Valley village. Once we got there, though, we immediately noticed that something was wrong. We learned from the mayor that the town was ruled by a giant snake named Hiza. He said the beast demanded he offer up his own daughter as a sacrifice, too. So, of course, being heroic, I offered myself to go up in her stead. Brave, huh? Now, the custom was for sacrifices to be dressed as brides, so I got all dolled up. I was one hot sacrifice, bro. I looked so good, I fooled our foes and got on Hiza's lair. It was kinda rough fighting in that gown, but I managed. Chef and really chefs, bro. I finally found Hiza, and the snake had a second head on its tail. Talk about scary. I fainted real quick, but when I came to, I managed to distract both heads. It reared up, fangs bare to attack, and at the moment I deftly lunged left. His gaping mouth smashed into one another, and he vanished in a cloud of smoke. A shining plate fell down on the spot where his body had been coiled. Yes, another compass piece. I set it and it pointed east to Circuit Break Island. Just as I was about to leave town, Amar asked me to stay and marry his daughter. I thought about it. She was sort of cute, but we ended up sneaking off the next morning. I mean, I still have to say Princess Eclair from the Chestnut King. And what a marvelous compass activated this time I heard somebody's voice. It was so beautiful, bro. I'm certain it was Princess Eclair's voice. My heart began to race. That's when I realized it. Princess Eclair, I think I... Oh, I kinda zoned out there. So yeah, we set sail again after ditching town. And somehow we managed to get back here to Rogueport. And here I am. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in that race gets to rule the island as king for that day. Just as we get to the racetrack, they were holding the award ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes right there on the trophy they gave to the winner. It was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed that away. I decided right then and there that the only thing to do was to enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought it'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. The karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course I wanted to get right out of there pronto. These drivers are crazed. But I worked at my courage and signed up anyway, and my race day finally came. I got one of the best karts, the big green 01. I took my position at the start line. The light went green, I stopped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green 01 was rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-screen. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and worked on a racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. Their cars crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. I took the piece off of my trophy and added to the marvelous compass. The compass gave the light and pointed me towards Jazzafraz town in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words from poetry spoken by your voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that, I got back in my boat and came back here to Rogueport, and that's what's been up with me. As soon as we hit Jazzafraz town, we were overcome by the glitz and glamour. It's a very lively place, bro. Tons of daisies living there, and they're always smiling. Not like your Princess Daisy. While looking for the piece of the compass, I met a hip daisy named Hazy. Hazy was a producer, and he was looking for actors to go on stage with him. I told him we couldn't since we were looking for the compass part, you know. But Hazy said we could win the compass part in the upcoming drama slam. He said the so-called drama plaque might in fact be one of the parts. Well, we just had to give it a try, so we rehearsed with the cast and hit the stage. Our musical was called The Mystery of the Fiery Hot Hat of Social Awareness. Nice you're doing that, Luigi. The script was great, but I really got holes, bro. My part, was grass. I played grass by the side of the road. Grass, bro. Grass. I just brought out on the ground and had to be silent. Everyone but me had lines. I didn't care if I was wearing green. Who cast someone based on that? It was awful. You tell him, Luigi. You tell him. In the end, our musical was a talk of the town and we won the drama slam. I got the compass part I was after, but even that didn't make me very happy. A huge after party just made me feel worse, so I snuck outside the back door. But wow, outside were tons of fans. My fans, fans of grass, they swarmed me. I just couldn't believe it. Imagine, cheering for grass. I was ecstatic, bro. After that, I added a piece to the marvelous compass which pointed north. It pointed to the rapturous ruins in the Grove Forest. Then, the voice again. Oh, my cherished Princess Eclair, how you soothe me. I would pick grass for you. I'll find you. I'll reach you. I'll stand by your side and be your Luigi. Wow, sorry about that, bro. So yeah, anyway, then I got back on my boat. I came out to Rogueport, and here I am, and my adventure completed. After journeying deep into the green forest, I found the domed rapturous ruins. Inside, everything was pure white. You couldn't tell where the floor became was. Proceeding to the head, I found myself in a chamber where a young boy sat. As I approached the boy, someone named Screamy appeared out of nowhere. Screamy said the boy's name was Cranberry and he'd wait for a child of fate. That didn't make any sense to me, so I started quietly for the compass piece. But then it happened, bro. I got a tiny tickle in my nose and I let out a huge sneeze. But Cranberry must have heard it because he opened his eyes right up. He looked at me and smiled, and all of a sudden I could understand his language. Can you believe it? I learned that the boy was the last of an ancient race, the Lux. He had been their guardian of the marvelous compass piece for the last 1,000 years. He told me that the compass is an item with the power to see into the future. The ancient Luff Empire used the power of the compass to rule much of the world. Because of the greed they were, the Earth by the compass and their empire collapsed. To prevent the repeat of fate, Cranberry broke the compass into 7 parts. He had 6 and kept 1, putting himself to sleep until our hero woke him. I was that hero, bro. He gave it to me, and then he and the ruins vanished. When I had a piece of the compass, he pointed to the far north where dreaded Hate-Song Tower stands. This time I heard Princess Eclair's voice more clearly than ever before. I will rescue the princess. I'll be super, and then I'll... Well, I'll figure out the rest later. Anyways, I headed back to Rogueport after that. I'm making my final preparations for my final battle now. I'm a little nervous, bro, but that's what I've been up to anyway. Hate-Song Tower stands atop a jagged, unclimbable cliff beyond the northernmost sea. The winds whistle down the cliff, howling like banshees, singing songs of hate. People say it's pretty much the scariest place in the world, and I had to go there. Blocking out the bunchily howls, I somehow managed to reach the tower's door. I was terrified, but thought that Princess Eclair warmed my heart and gave me power. All of my companions felt the same way. They were with me to the bitter end. The door to the tower swung slowly open to reveal inconceivable darkness. I tried to call out Princess Eclair's name, but I couldn't even breathe because, as I strained my eyes at darkness, I saw the most terrifying beast of all. The Chestnut King himself appeared before me. He was monstrous and drooling. Hot as a toxic goo dripped from his mouth, melting the very ground at our feet. I couldn't stop shaking, but I gritted my teeth and faced the evil beast dead on. I dodged the king's fangs, jumped onto his chest, and gave him a hammer whack. My swing split the air and crashed dead center onto the Chestnut King's skull. Oh, pardon me up, bro. I was going toe-to-toe with the king and I was loving it. This is it, I thought. I can move this. I'll risk it all on my next blow. I clenched my hammer tight and waited for a moment. The tension strung me. Schwack! The ocean winds raged against the tower windows. With that sound as my call to the battle, I advanced with no mercy in my heart. And then... I beat him. I defeated the Chestnut King. And even worse, beast came next. A nightmare thing, but I beat it too. I rescued Princess Eclair. It was all over. And then I came back to Rogueport and had night nuts. And that's about it. Oh, you think there's more to the story than that? Not at all. That's it. That's the whole story of the quest for Princess Eclair. The end. But my adventures with the hero, it'll never end. Tiresome. Your stories have become tiresome. Now is the time of Sprocket's Vivians! My name is Mario, my partner's been Vivian. Auf Wiedersehen!